Hey guys, it's Robin. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the guide to bursting or the guide for bursting or barraging rock lobsters. This is a great way for to get summoning experience, to get all of your charms, and also if you're rich enough to get mage experience. This is a suggested setup, not necessarily the best recommended setup, but this is the best equipment that I own. I can't be bothered to go and buy a load more new stuff just to get the best mage experience. 110 is a pretty good magic bonus. That's my Griffolic helm, Akram's robe and skirt, Staff of Light, Ghostly Cloak because I'm a noob, Mystic Gloves because I'm a noob, Infinity Boots, Seer's Ring and Unholy Book. It's a nice 8 mage there. Okay, so requirements, you will need, wrong tab, requirements you will need are 2 quests. In fact I think it's mainly 1 quest and then of course the sub quests to do that quest. So the quest is Fremnik Trials, and once you've done that you can then take a boat to the island, which I will take you to soon, and once you're there you can go into a cave, and it's a bit tricky but eventually you get to the rock lobsters, and they are big charm droppers and you can lure them all into one spot and therefore gain a lot of magic experience and a lot of charms through that. I am going to be taking a bunyip with me for health just in case, and I'm going to be using salvation because you use a lot of prayer, so prayer pots is also a must. You may want to take a couple of bits of food with you just in case, but yeah, essentially all you need is yourself, some magic gear, some runes and the prayer pots. I have Staff of Light because of course that means I'll be using slightly less runes rather than just having a water staff and saving on waters. Prayer potions, let's withdraw those. You might want a quick tab teleport, in fact that's probably a must. And then we are just about ready. Now it depends whether you want to take it or if someone else can take it, and I think I'll just take it just in case, but you do need range, or somebody needs range. There is a 2-man door that you need of course 2 people to get through. One person stands on one side, shoots across with their range to knock down that side. The person on the adjacent side then walks through and melees. Now you could both range it, I guess. Depends if you both got range, but of course people doing this want to save as many spaces as they can in their inventory for prayer pots. Now one thing I have forgotten is my prayer gear, because of course God, I'm so good at that. Akram's robes don't have a particularly high prayer bonus. I'm a noob, so I'll be using Priest Gown, top and bottom, and this is just to switch to while you're luring, because of course when you're luring you'll have protect melee on so that they're not attacking you, and then you lure them into a spot and they can't attack you anymore and you switch your magic bonus back on. Right, so you're going to want however many piece prayer switch. I'm just having a 2-piece prayer switch, and once you've got that, I guess you're ready. So this is an example inventory, not a particularly great one at that, and of course my example gear. I've got salvation for my prayer. I think I've already said that, repeating myself now. At the minute, if you don't have a teleport to Relica, if you were going to go Camelot, this is a handy tip. Wolf Hunter here in the Barbarian Village will take you directly to it, which is very, very handy. Takes you right outside the gate of Relica. So once here, you're going to want to run, and I have no run. You're going to want to get to the farthest boat, and of course, as I said, you can only really access this once you have completed Fremnik Trials. This guy down here, you want to travel to Waterbirth Island, so you travel through Javlad. Okay, now there may not be anybody on your world to pair up with, but this is the friend chat or clan chat that you need to be in. It's called Bursting Lobs, no space of course, because that would be the use of all of the characters, and it's generally world 45 that people are on, and literally at a peak time of day on here, if you were to go to world 45 outside this tunnel, you would see a lot of people there waiting to go. So I think I will hop to world 45. If there isn't, just be patient, and people will eventually come. Okay guys, so yeah, another tip might be to have your prayer gear on, and yeah, so we run to the first door. We stand on one pod each. Once you're stood on one, you open the door. Then you run down and open not the middle door, but the furthest south. Now once you've opened both doors, you have a time limit. Oh my god, you have a time limit to get in. So now I have to run back to the first door before it shuts. I think you get generally 20 to 30 seconds. It's quite tight, but if you know what you're doing, it's fine. So now you're going to want to switch to range, which I have failed at because I don't have a second inventory slot. Once you switch to range, you get to the end of the tunnel here, and you're going to want to range across at the door. So you range at his door support, and then he comes across and melees yours. And now guys, you have to climb down the first ladder. The first area is Woloski's, and they are mage attacks, so you're going to want to switch straight to mage. Second area is back to Daganov, so you're going to want to be on either Protect Mediate or Protect Prayer, and then the third room is a safe zone. Once in here, this is the first time you meet the rock lobsters, you can rest, regain your prayer and your run. And yeah, so once you're rested up, you can go on to the next room. There's about 3 or 4 rooms after this, and then you're through to the final rock lobster room. These are actually giant rock crabs, not giant rock lobsters. So I'm going to want to top my prayer up about now and get my run as close to 100 as I can. Okay, 80 will do it guys. I believe the next room is Daganov's. That it is. You run across west to this western ladder here, and then it's Woloski's again, so you're going to want Protect Mage on. You climb up this ladder, Woloski's again, down this ladder, and then Woloski's once more, up this ladder here. Then it's rock crabs again, through this room here, and then I believe it's Dagonov. So yep, this is the second to last room, I believe. Climb up the ladder at the end. And then once through this ladder, sorry, that was the third to last room. Now it's up to you whether you want to use protect range or protect melee with the Dagonoffs. I mean, I believe they hit roughly the same with each attack, so it's your call at the end of the day. I guess if you don't run into them, then you're going to be wanting to do protect range, but I tend to run into them. And this, guys, is the final room. Now I'm going to log out in the safe spot so that I can show you on another world what to do. Okay, so I will show you how to lure the lobsters. Now, first things first, you're going to want to get this guy in the corner here. Then you're going to want to run all the way back up to the top, making sure you get all three of these guys. Now once these three are following you, it's back down. Now you want to walk as far east as you can here, so that they all come out away from this wall. That's it, and then they don't get stuck around the corner. And we come down here and there's 3 more lobsters to get, and you have to stand just roughly in between these 2 lobsters to get them. If you go one further, then you lose the first lobster that you lured. And now this is all of the lobsters correctly lured. You do get the odd Dagonoff like that, but you just tend to mage through it and he disappears quite quickly. And you might want to put auto cast on and get your experience counter up, and you see some very nice experience. 625, 500. Now to kill the Dagonoff, you can switch to a single spell, casting it directly on him. Oh, I've got lag. See, after you've killed, you can only attack, I think it's 8 or 9 monsters at one time. So once you've killed enough, you can then start maging on the Dagonoff. Oh, might want to drink my mage potion. There you have it, guys. That is my guide to bursting or barraging lobsters.